Welcome to my channel Mindset Mastery Hub, where I'll be telling you different tips, techniques, methods, and principles from the world's best self help books. This will help you to lead a happy and successful lifestyle. In today's video, I am going to tell you about this book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. This book has been written by the author Dale Carnegie. This book has got more than 4.4 star rating on Amazon. And dear friends, if you are the one who is in a habit of worry all the time, thinking about the past or the future, then watch this video till the end and implement the tips and techniques mentioned in this video to lead a happy and successful lifestyle. So let's move ahead. The author of this book is Dale Carnegie, and he has written many other books like How to Enjoy Your Life and Your Job, The Leader in You, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Some of the facts about the worry habit are: it destroys the relationship. There is a loss of money and one will be struggling in his life. There is a failure in career. Also, there is a loss of health, and a person with the worry habit will be continuously visiting the hospital and will start taking the medicines for depressions. There is a confused mind and the person is not able to take the right decision. There is a misery in his life and he is unable to cope up with the stress. Some of the worst features about the worry are: we lose the power to take the decision because the mind is distracted. It affects our nervous system and this can cause stomach ulcers. It causes insanity and mental illness. The fighting words as per the author are: face the facts, quit worrying, then do something about it. Here author gives the true story of late Edward Evans of Detroit, who almost killed himself with worry before he learned the life lesson that just be in the present and enjoy the life. Author says Edward was brought up in a poverty. Edward made his first money by selling newspaper, then worked at the grocery shop. Later, as his family responsibility increased, he got a job as an assistant librarian, where he worked for 8 long years. Then he took the risk to start his own business, and he started off very well with good profits. But then came the bad days in business. He became bankrupt just because the money he had lent to his close friend could not return the money back in time. And on the top of this, another disaster came. The bank in which Edward had kept his money collapsed and lost all the money that was kept in the bank. Ultimately, he plunged into debt. He couldn't sleep or eat and became ill. Whole day he worried about his future, money, and regretted about his past decision of giving money to his friends and choosing the wrong bank. He lost all the money, and friends and relatives started avoiding him. One day he fainted while walking on the road and fell down. He became bedridden. Doctors could not help him and told him that he could survive only for 15 to 20 days. He was shocked to hear this. He said to himself that now he has limited time to live on this planet Earth, so there is no point to worry about the past or future. Instead, he slept every night peacefully and kept smiling, and he was relaxed. He enjoyed every bit of his time, and after 6 weeks, he was ready to go for the work. He got a job and joined a transportation company. Now, he had learned a life lesson that no more regrets about what had happened in the past. He concentrated on his job. Eventually, he got promoted and rose to the position of the president. His company, Edward Evans, was listed in New York Stock Exchange. And in one of the interviews, he said, "It is not the past nor the future that is important." But he said, "Today is the most precious possession, and it is our only sure possession to change the destiny." And yes, friends, this is true not only for Edward, but for all of us who are struggling to lead a happy and successful life. Author says to live in the daytime compartment. Live in the present, don't keep any regrets of the past decisions which cannot be changed. Example, bad business career. Also, author says not to have anxiety about the tomorrow. This is the only possible way to prepare for the future. Example, having a good health insurance will help a person to sleep peacefully every night and not to worry about his health. The 3-step formula for the worst case scenario authors suggest is that step number 1, analyze the situation honestly and figure out what is worst that could possibly happen as a result of his failure. And in step number 2, as you can see in this picture, after figuring out the worst case scenario that could possibly happen, accept this worst case scenario. And once you accept this worst case scenario, the step number 3 is start devoting time and energy to improve upon the worst scenario which is already accepted mentally. Eliminate the 50% business worry. The stage number 1, identify what is the critical business problem. Stage number 2 is what is the cause of this problem. Stage number 3 is what are all possible solutions of this problem. And finally, stage number 4 is what solutions you suggest for this problem. And by doing so, one will come to the solution and will start taking actions rather than worry. The other tips to eliminate the worry that others suggest is tip number 1, count your blessings and not your troubles. Yes friends, this is true. Be grateful for all that you have in your life. Have a gratitude mindset and be thankful to the universe for what you have in this world. The tip number 2 is keep yourself away from the enemies and negativities. Yes, this is very much required, dear friends, because being close to enemies will drag you down and will lead you to a worry habit and you will start developing the negative thinking process. Tip number 3 is forget unhappiness by creating happiness for others. Here, author suggests that if you want to be happy, start sharing the happiness with others. Example, he says, start helping the people in the hospital by being volunteer for the patients, or go to old age homes, or go to orphanage and help the children with their studies and help them to lead a happy and successful. Tip number 4, fill your mind with the thoughts of peace, courage and health. Yes friend, this is very much required to have a positive mindset and to take charge of your life. Some of the good habits that will help you to get out of this worry habit are rest before you get tired. Yes, sleep is very much required for every person to get relaxed. Another point is, as shown in this figure, relax at home and at work, and this will help your mind to cool down. Another good habit is clear your desk of all unwanted things so that your mind will get clear about what to do next. Keep yourself busy with the good activities such as doing exercise or going for a walk or doing meditation for your own health. This will help you to lead a happy life. The another point that author suggests is to do the things in the order of their importance and to have a to-do list and work accordingly. And author says learn to organize, delegate and supervise the work so that your stress will get reduced and you can have a balanced life. And finally, when you face a problem, take decisions and start working on it. The best quote from this book is, nothing can bring you peace but yourself. Dear friends, write in the comment box what you like the most and which technique you are going to implement to avoid the worry habit. We want your feedback. For any questions and queries, write in the comment box. Subscribe to my channel Mindset Mastery Hub, where I'll be telling you different tips and techniques to lead a happy and successful lifestyle. Share this video with your loved ones and friends and learn and grow. Thank you and see you next week with the summary of the next book. Then take care. Bye.